Welcome people of the World Wide Web. So it's Cypher Sigma, it's Friday, it's another collection video, so apologies these haven't been coming through as swiftly as I'd hoped. I've just had some busy time and I'm trying to kind of think of how to best do this channel. So yes, this is another collection video, so this is where I take a specific line or toy line from my from my whole collection and show you what I have. So as you will see from the cover, this is Reboot. So this is the 1994 series that ran for 4 series between 1994 and 2001. It was made by a Canadian company, and essentially it is based around the concept of computer generated characters. I believe it's the first of its kind. It came, I think, slightly before Beast Wars, which I do love to death, and this is based around programs inside a computer, and when people play computer games on their computer, a cube would come down, they would go into it, and then they would kind of take on kind of identities of the characters and become that. You had the bad guys in this, which were 2 viruses, which I did think I have, but I don't seem to have any to hand. Let me just check that. So, sorry to cut in there, I thought I had missed a character, but I hadn't. It seems I don't have that character. So yeah, so we have the good guys, and then we have the bad guys, obviously Hexadecimal and Megabyte. They did combine to be a creature near the end of it, but we didn't get a figure of that. They do have 2 minions, Hack and Slash, I do have those and stuff. So we shall get into this. So first off, we will start with the main character. So this is Bob. He's kind of like the sheriff of the town. I currently have 2, so I do have a second one. He just doesn't have the little lasery kind of cable that comes out. Limbs are a little bit loose on this one. I don't know if limbs are maybe a little bit tighter in there, but yeah, I'll have to kind of weigh up which one of these I want to kind of keep in a collection. But yeah, there it is, Bob. Back and forth, quite good colouring. So the next character that you have is Enzo. So he's the young lad, kind of appealing to the kid audience, and he comes with his little hoverboard. So here is my kind of complete version with hoverboard. He does have a few scratches on the back, but unfortunately I have a better conditioned one. But as you can see on his face, on his eye, if it'll focus, his eye is almost rubbed off. So and he can obviously have his cap backwards or forwards if you wish it to. So yeah, so it's if you could probably, I don't want to risk damaging this to pulling it apart or have his cap like that. And he has this little hoverboard that you can then adjust his legs to make him seem like he's flying across. There we go. So kind of a bit of Michael J. Fox, Back to the Future-esque in there. Then the kind of other good guy you have is Dot Matrix. So she is the owner of the cafe in the series, where they kind of always meet up. This is where she's working. Enzo's normally there having something to eat, and Bob's doing his rounds and in there. Now obviously there are a lot of computer little programs that they have, so this is what comes with Dot. You have the kind of chef, he kind of floats round. So glad I got this guy, because obviously there's a few little bits these can easily pop off and something and get lost or broken. So that is all the good guys that I have. So then we have, I just have to compare my other one, we have the 2 robot minions who are called Hack and Slash. So first we have Hack. So here he is, I picked him up a little while ago. It was brand new in box, I ripped him out. Does come with a little like gimmicky disc which shows his face on it, and then obviously as you can see the arms move back and forward. The arms can, if I can get these to work, they do pop. There you go, so slide up and slide down, so they can be longer or short as you wish. Has a little antenna which obviously broke, and then the head does have a little bit of movement. Obviously they do come with these funky little bases to kind of just hold them in place. So there you go, so they are very good for basically displaying. So as I said, there's 2 of them. So we have Hack over there and Slash. This is one I picked up at the NEC. So we're going to open this. I know a lot of people are probably screaming now because I opened stuff from the box, but toys A are meant to be played with. B, if you keep them in the packaging, the packaging will degrade over time. So there we go. I mean, that is just an example. As you can see, there is hexadecimal and megabytes. They're the two bad guys, and basically this is the main wave. So I have more or less all the good guys figures. I'm just missing the two bad guys, or bad guy, bad girl, because hexadecimal is kind of a woman, always portrayed as a woman, but obviously with computer programs, I don't know if you would class them to have sexes or anything. So yeah, we get a same little pit. It looks exactly the same as Hacks Slashes does. Again, same, the arms can move backward and forward, obviously, and extend. You have the head can move side to side. Sorry, I'm not really showing this. So these are the two guys. So glad to have, obviously, they're basically the same figure, just mirror image painted. One primarily in blue, one primarily in red. So obviously I have the two spare figures, so they will go in my spare boot to be sold or something like that when I get round to doing that. So the last thing we have, so that's the main thing. They did make some rarer to make figures down the line of Bob and something in different characters. They are really, really hard to find. You don't really see them come up. So I don't have them in a collection. My main is to kind of buy the main wave, and then anything else I find special, I do it. And this is what I have. I did pick this up. Now I can't seem to find this. I've looked and looked and looked, and I can't seem to find this more or less on Google or even eBay. There are two sets. So you have the top set, which I believe is the one I have, and then you have the bottom set. Now again, I'm going to open this. People are going to scream, you can't find it. It's probably rare. It probably is. It cost me, I think, £10. The person had it for. So £10 is cheaper. I think the label is about £10, £9–10. I thought that was a great value for these figures. Obviously, it's not a line that's really sought after for a lot of collectors. So, you know, that maybe might be, I don't, even though I don't see these, doesn't mean to say, or that they are rare. They may not be rare. They may just, not many people are after them. So they're just not that expensive. But this line is these figures. So these are like, apart from Dots and Enzo and that, these are characters within the world. So this is how most of the robots are. So there they are. Hopefully they can, no, so the three, so they are more or less glued, the arms and the, so the arms and legs move, or what, yeah. I would expect, oh yeah, the head does move. It has a little cap as well, which is very loosely on that, so I have to be a little bit careful of losing it. I don't, oh yeah, okay, no, all of the parts do move, so it's just a little stiff because they've been in their packaging. So yeah, we have kind of the police, sorry, we have a bit more the policeman. Then we have kind of a geeky nerd. Probably my favourite Atlas set that we have, the Prospector, not Stinky Pete. He also comes, he has one accessory, a little lantern. So there he has, so I'm going to hook it over his backpack there so I don't lose it. Also, it seems that, if I can get it up, the Geek did come with an accessory as well. Not all of them have, but there is kind of a whip or a crop. There you go. He can have it in his hand there. It's kind of like he's schooling someone. So these are really, really cool. I really hope I can find the other one. And then you kind of have this really big-headed, heavy guy. But yeah, just are a little stiff, but obviously that means they're done. But yeah, I mean, a great little addition. These are really, really cool for something that didn't really have big of a toy line. I'm hoping I can find the other four, so I will keep the back in to. I will keep this back in so I can try and find these other ones, because that's the ones I'm really kind of keen after. Oh yeah, so we have Lieutenant Clancy, Old Prospector, Specky, and Cyrus. Even though it doesn't show Specky with that riding crop, it shows the others, but I'm hoping that is, or maybe it goes, I think that actually sits with the police chief. That kind of would make, I think the picture kind of shows it, but is a very funny angle. So let's see if he can, no, it doesn't seem to fit very well in his hands. I'm going to put it in with Specky anyway, so I will leave it in there. Not that you need, really, so I'm going to leave it there because I think it looks better with him. But yeah, that has been my kind of collection of Reboot. Obviously, it's not complete. There is a few I need, and I have to do a few bonuses. So, you know, look to seeing them, or if you're even interested in them, chuck me a few quid or something. I'm sure we can work out a deal. But yeah, that has been Reboot. Does anybody remember this series or this toy line? Do you have any? Let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comments down below. I've been Cypher Cinema Toys, and I shall see you in the next one.